In an attempt to ready myself for creating my own 9 circles level, I decided on redecorating the first part in a 1.99 circles level, the level of which I've chosen being Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker, a 1.99 circles level whose difficulty is neck and neck with 9 circles, and because this has caused debates about whether either of the two levels is harder than the other. It might not be one of the first 9 circles levels created, but it sure is a renowned one. Now, with this information set aside, let's get to decorating it. To start off, I will be decorating this in 2.1 glow style, similar to Woofel and Gamerknight750 style. Now, what I did for this block design was I took what I already had, such as like the 1.99 circles blocks, and I added stuff like black inner outlines, absurd amounts of glow, especially in the corners. I used 3D with a cool glow effect gradient. I don't know how to explain it, but it looks cool. I also used Electroman Adventure blocks. Once again, I don't know what these are called, but they were first used in Electroman Adventures, and they add nice texturing to it. Like an Eggmatic by Gamerknight750, and I like it. Block design itself was pretty simple and easy to make, but copying and pasting it took a full hour out of one of my nights. It was crazy, bro. Quick little note here. I would show you some clips of me decorating the blocks, but the entire hour I was recording, I was muted. As I'm venting my anger into my mic, I will kindly ask that you please subscribe, as this is the first kind of real decorating video I've attempted to make on this channel, and if it does really well, it will motivate me to make more of these. With the conclusion of the block design, I moved on to the ground spike design. First, I started by taking this ground spike. What I did with it is I kept it black, but I copy and pasted it and made the other one cyan and moved it below the first one, as well as moving it up one tick. Doing this created a nice border for the ground spikes. This alone makes a fine ground spike design, but what I did to make it better was I overlaid it on my block design, and I also added black and cyan spikes within it too, to create some variation within the ground spikes. These together create a really nice design that I'm really happy with. After finishing the ground spikes, I moved on to saw blades, and after one failed attempt of a saw blade, I got the one I liked, which is heavily inspired from the level Reflections by Sir Obsurd. You should go check it out, it's cool. How I made the saw was I simply just took the normal like base saw and added some swirls into it, each with a different color. And I added like this saw like overlay thingy. I don't know what it's called. I'll put it up right now. But I did that on top of the swirls, and then I topped it all off with some nice glow. With this, I spammed the saw blades to everywhere where the saw blades are in the first part, and I moved on to spike design after this. Spike design was nothing special, it was just 2 spikes with some glow in it, although I wasn't really happy with the colors, but that was fixed when I added a low opacity black overlay pulsing thingy. For the smaller spikes in the part, I just decided to give it one color because I was getting tired of making this at this point. I didn't want to make a whole other spike, especially if I didn't like how the colors were looking at the moment. And with that, I moved on to air deco. And what I did was I already took some assets in the level and I just gave them some pulsing groups and made them pulse with the color, and it ended up looking really nice. I'm really happy with it. I did this with arrows and X in the level, and I also did this to a star I added later while creating. After this, I added these enter effects, which look really nice. I added so much to the level, and I really feel like these objects are underappreciated. You should really try using them. Dude, so much. After learning how good those triggers are, I added some small details like a pulsing low opacity black overlay and some glow overlay. These extra effects, I started to work on the background, of which I borrowed from Gamerknight750's Engmatic. Just like Sir Obsurd, Gamerknight750 is a really cool creator that I suggest you check out, and I will put both channel, I'll put a link to both channels in the description, as well as a link to Woofel's channel, because he inspired this video. So what I did for the background was I basically took the setup for the 9 circles drop effect, but I gave it the 3 colors and the 3 groups that I gave to the arrows. That way it had a nice pulsing effect that I really liked, and I think it really added a lot to the level. Along with that, I added the pulsing stars as well as some big glow objects to the foreground to add some details to it. After that, I just tweaked some small things, but once I'd finished that, I was done with everything, and now I can showcase what I have done. And with that, that concludes the video. I understand this is maybe a shorter type of video, but granted, this is like the first non-shorts video I've attempted to make. If you like this, you can comment or subscribe, either of which will tell me that you really liked it, and it will motivate me to make more of these. With that, I'm showing the ID on screen right now. I've posted a level so you can go and play it if you would like to. Along with that, I have also put the ID in the description, and thanks for watching.